President's survival deal risks more turmoil. South Korean leader avoided impeachment, but his party may pay. The failure by South Korea's opposition parties this weekend to impeach President Yoon Suk-yeol for issuing his country's first declaration of martial law in more than 4 decades set the stage for prolonged political uncertainty and turmoil in one of Washington's most important allies. Pressure for Mr. Yoon's impeachment had been building since his abrupt decision on Tuesday night when he sent special forces troops to seize the National Assembly. He was forced to rescind martial law a few hours later after the Assembly voted against it. But the extraordinary drama briefly raised the specter that military rule would return to South Korea and propel the people out to the street in protest. Public surveys showed that more than 70% of South Koreans wanted Mr. Yoon's impeachment. A huge letdown was in store for them, in a move that is bound to deepen the nation's political polarization. Mr. Yoon worked out a last-minute deal with his People Power Party, or PPP. The party ordered its lawmakers to boycott the voting, denying the Assembly the 2/3 quorum needed to make Saturday's vote valid. The deal was a gamble that risked expanding public anger beyond Mr. Yoon to the party as a whole, as the opposition called the party collaborator in his insurrection. People gathering outside the assembly seethed with frustration, signaling protracted political upheaval that will handicap Mr. Yoon's already weakened ability to govern. His tactic worked, but only for now, said An Byung-jin, a professor of political science at Kyunghee University in Seoul. The people's protest will only intensify. I don't think this will end anytime soon. Hours before the Assembly gathered to vote on the impeachment bill, Mr. Yoon made a televised apology to the nation, but that masked the carefully crafted political deal with his party that allowed him to stay in office, at least for now. The opposition needed the support of just 8 of the PPP's 108 lawmakers to pass the impeachment bill for a while. That seemed achievable. Some PPP lawmakers close to its chairman, Han동hun, once an ally of the president, who became a staunch critic, said they wanted Mr. Yoon removed from his job immediately, indicating that they supported his impeachment. Mr. Han, too, was furious with the president, saying he learned that the martial law troops had planned to arrest Mr. Yoon's political enemies. Mr. Yoon offered a compromise during his 2-minute televised apology. He said he would leave it to his party to decide how long he should stay in office and how the government should be run. 미친 새끼들. 한심한 놈.